409, 410 Nebraska at Wisconsin. 58 the total. Looks like Whiskey laying 17 at home. Asher, can you start us off with this one?
Yeah, there were two interesting things I found when I was going through both these teams. First off, all this hoopla about Scott Frost hasn't been able to connect with his players. He's kind of right. And this is why I think this is going to be a very good Wisconsin game for these two reasons. Nebraska's been outscored in the first half this year, 93-35. Wisconsin has outscored their opponents in the fourth quarter this year, 49-10. Add that together, it sounds like Nebraska is not going to show up after halftime. I'm going to take the Badgers in this one.
All right, all over the Badgers. Big man, what about you?
Yeah, I mean, it hurts to say this because I've had a soft spot for Nebraska. I think Adrian Martinez, when healthy, is a really exciting, interesting player. But this team seems just be out of it right now. Defensively, they're an absolute travesty. I worry about Wisconsin in this game. I worry about them just really taking it to Nebraska. I think this game is, frankly, a lot similar to the Michigan game, really. I mean, Nebraska couldn't get stops last week against Purdue. I don't know what makes them think they're going to go on the road and get stops at Camp Randall. This is a Wisconsin team that's already been beaten at home. You got to feel like they're going to be on their game a bit more than normal. They have one of the best running backs in the country. I want Scott Frost to do well. I know this is his native team and where he's from and everything, but this seems like a big job here to get them back to normal. I don't think it's going to work out well for them here. I think this line's, frankly, a little too low. I think this game's a lot similar to the Michigan game, frankly. I'm not sure who's betting this game down. It opened at 21.5. I guess Sharps just felt Nebraska would come to play in this game. I'm not sure, but I think Michigan and Wisconsin have very similar games. Nebraska are downright putrid defensively.
Hey, and big man, think about this for a second. The UCF offense with Scott Frost is known to be play after play after play. I mean, they want to get 3 plays in 25 seconds. The problem is if you're 3 and out and punting it back to Wisconsin, which is what's probably going to happen all game, then you're going to be in trouble with your defense on the field, which kind of explains why they're blowing out in the first half. The offense has not been clicking. They haven't gotten it yet under Scott Frost. To me, just you add horrible first halves plus a team that lays down in the second half and puts it on in the like Wisconsin does. I think this just adds up too much in Wisconsin's favor.
And Drew and Asher, the problem you have with Nebraska here is they really hamstrung themselves before the season because by making Adrian Martinez your stone cold starter, Tristan Gebbia left the program. And now you're dealing with a walk-on as your backup who cannot move the football. If Martinez, who's prone to injury by the way they play, we saw it in Colorado, he runs the ball out. He's more prone to injury, these quarterbacks. By Gebbia not being there, now you got to go to a third string walk-on who isn't ready to commit. So they're in a tough spot. If I was Frost, and maybe I'm nuts here, but I'm trying to actually wonder why Mackenzie Milton didn't follow the coach. That seemed too odd to me. I would have. I mean, you go to the Big Ten, you're playing against better competition. If they're so obsessed with winning and they're the national champions, well, now you have the chance, Mackenzie Milton. Go with your coach. Go to Nebraska. He'd be the starter. Martinez could be behind him. It's a very similar quarterback. I didn't understand that move if I was Milton. You have a chance to do something at Nebraska. They're actually a Big Ten team. They're not in the American that has no chance to win the NCAA tournament. I'm not saying they would. But I thought it would have been a nice move for Milton in his final year as a senior to go with his coach. I thought that would have been a good move.
Hey guys, thanks for tuning in to our channel. Now we've put a lot of work into producing all these free videos, so please help us out and keep all our content free for you forever by simply liking, sharing, commenting, and subscribing. Now, not to mention, a visit to our industry-leading website will warm the hearts of all our SBR employees, especially myself. Now, the links are over there to the left, so do check those out. Thanks for watching.